here. They're on the move, back in the game. That's what it's all about.
Oh, it's great. A little hard to see.
I don't know what to do with my arms.
Good afternoon, rally fans. We are at Ojibwe Forest Rally for round 6 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. We got the top 4 cars lined up here, all in the order for the seated draw.
Yeah, we got 2 days in of testing, just sort of polishing up a little bit after having over a month and a half off, somewhere around there. So Boone wasn't enough for me to get back into rhythm. So thankfully, the organizers were gracious enough to grant us 2 days here of testing. Travis is the king of Ojibwe Forest Rally. He's won this event more times than you can count on your fingers. So he definitely knows the stages really, really well, and we're going to try to hang. And we saw Connor at testing. We tested on the same day on Wednesday, and he's just flying. So I think he's got a good chance of hitting that number 1 spot. Not gonna lie.
All right.
Yeah, that car is just a machine. When you hear that thing run and launch, it sounds crazy. Right. I've never heard a car like that before.
Connor is already cooling off. The race hasn't even begun, but maybe he's doing his hair. I don't know if he's cooling off or doing your hair. Connor, what's going on right now?
No, it's hot.
It's hot. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. These roads are awesome. Day 1 is similar to how it was last year, very sandy base and not a huge amount of like rock issues. But the second day was actually very polluted with some like good size rocks, but they were rounded. So I don't think we need to worry too much, but yeah, just gonna try and go out there and do my best.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, these roads are awesome. A lot of fun, obviously really tricky, and the surface is a little bit unpredictable with how soft it is, but yeah, we'll try and just have a good rally. No crazy push, but just hopefully do what we need to do to lock it up.
You like it with that loose sand stuff that's out here?
Yeah, no, I really enjoy like a soft surface just because you can push on it a bit. There's a lot of areas where you can kind of really be aggressive on corner entry, so it's a cool feeling. Tricky challenge, but yeah, no, it's good. I like soft roads, but it's one of the only events that we have that's like that here.
I really think there's a couple stages there that this car, the limited car, is not going to be very far off. I mean, I'm not saying I'm as quick as Brandon, but the car to car should be fairly close because there's not a lot of speed changes. It's just a lot of link corners. We might be able to put in a pretty solid time with this limited car. I could be wrong, but
I heard some rumors of why you switched, but let's clear it up. Why are you here in the Peugeot?
Well, the Renault wasn't ready.
Okay.
Just missed some parts on our shipment. We didn't have everything in time to get the new motor in. Yeah, so we blew up the motor at Ohio. I woke up one morning and I was like, I made some phone calls. I was like, can we do this? And it kind of all just fell into place. So
okay.
It's honestly like it feels like a very precise little go-kart. And I'm excited to see what we can do, see if we can hang up there with the 4-wheel drive cars.
Well, I got a new motor in the car, so we've got more power, and all that means we're just dialing it up a notch, Gonna put the hammer down per the usual, and I'm just having fun. This is an S54 from an E46 M3, so, ITBs, solid lifters, all the sauce, about 100 more horsepower than before, and 8,000 RPMs. I mean, she's gonna be screaming, you aren't gonna miss it on stage, I'll tell you that for free.
Day 2 of Ojibwe Forest Rally. Everyone's calling it day 1 because last night was just about a mile of stages. Talk of the weekend, though, is Connor Martel and Alex Gelsomino here in the Rally 2 car. They're heading out to the 3rd stage of the rally, first stage of the day. Right now there, he's giving his mom a high five as he's heading out. Great to see. Let's find out how the day's going to go.
Well, we have 8 stages today, and obviously 4 repeated later in the day. They are really technical stages, but also they are very different from other stages because of the surface. They're quite sandy, and they get really broken up, especially stages like Crossroads, which is a classic stage of this event, the one with a big jump.
Currently leading the rally. You guys came out of the gate hot last night, came out swinging. Is you guys kind of setting the tone here the weekend, or what?
Yeah, you always go flat out. It's always 100%. It's been like that for the past 12 months. So If you go slow, you risk making a mistake. If you go too slow, things don't work. Tire diffs, dampers don't work, pace notes don't work. So yeah, you got to go 100%.
I guess it's day 2. I always want to say this is day 1. It's the first day of really racing. I mean, yesterday I think you got a great video of me going around the hairpin and absolutely just bogging because I forgot to downshift first. That was great. But yeah, I have no idea where we're sitting. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, the car's feeling good. We're excited. This is going to be a cool event. It's really technical. It's really fun. It's like fast technical. There's a lot going on all the time. Excited to see what this thing will do out there.
Tell us about last night. First official stage win in Open 2.
We won a stage in Open 2, which is awesome. Like super excited to go run a stage that's longer than a mile. But yeah, awesome start to the rally. It's less than a second across the whole Open 2 podium right now, or exactly a second, I think. Pretty cool place to start. So yeah, we're so stoked. Obviously, Hooper's not here, which is such a bummer. Meekanen's finally back out. Seamus is in a car that I think he's a little bit happier with. Donnelly's in the 208. And then Levi, who's regional, so not directly in with us, but still really quick in the E30. So I am so excited. I feel like once again, I've just fallen into like the battle.
I've never run the crossroads and the jump, so that's what we're going over. We have a lot of different ideas for how we're going to take it. The most important one is not hard, at least not initially. Equipment over everything right now. We have a brand new transmission, diff, clutch in the car, so trying to still learn that a little bit. But testing went well. Last night was a lot of fun, but I'm really looking forward to just getting in and hitting the ground running.
Looks like a lot of potential to have a good battle between your dad here for first Unlimited 2. What's the plan there?
Well, there's no team orders, other than don't crash the car. That's number one. Number 2 is, we're kind of running our own races and just seeing where things go. Most important is getting to the end and running Bemidji Monaco street stage is what I'm calling it.
Yeah, I almost hit a bear today.
A bear?
On the stage before that, on the really fast section that's really narrow and sandy, there was a bear that ran across the street right in front of my car. I'm just having some fun. I mean, these stages are getting better and better, as I say. The better I drive, the better they feel, so I'm having fun.
Connor Martell is still currently sitting in first place. Sounds like you're about 3 seconds off of Brandon on that one.
It's just super fast, and this car, I'm noticing on the really fast long stuff, is just kind of like wanting to hang out a lot. Okay. I think the next few stages that are more technical will be okay.
We missed a junction completely and did a 270 the wrong direction around it, but yeah, definitely would have been a much better stage for us. I think it's going to get much quicker, but also if you try to drive too aggressively, the outside has a lot more sand, so it's going to be faster if you drive it smooth.
Lots of ruts. It's very deep. Yeah, the start line looks like a war zone. Okay. So, but yeah, no, it's pretty rutted in the tight stuff, but the fast stuff is holding together all right. So
times are looking pretty good. Are there anyone you're looking to compete with in the regional, or are you keeping an eye on the national guys too?
We mostly try to stick to the regionals. If we beat some national guys, I guess that's a happy bonus. We're mostly looking in class right now, so we've got Josh Nickinen behind us in the golf is kind of the person we've been trying to make sure we stay ahead of. So far, I think it's been pretty good.
Second rally out, great result at Boone as well for you.
Thank you. I got a great mentor right here, and he's just walking me all the way through like my shaman.
Nice.
Yeah. But it all started back there at Dirtfish, and thanks to RCR. Appreciate him getting me a ride, and this guy co-drives, he's unbelievable. Yeah, a great sense of calm and really in the moment.
I had a moment where my lace kind of tried to wrap itself around a pedal at the end of a long straightaway, so I had a brief heart attack.
Okay.
But I think I'm good now, but yeah, that was a little scary. We're kind of in our own world right now. Dad is having some chronic overheating issues, but I'm just really trying to pace myself and not do something stupid, which is hard for me sometimes, but we're almost done with day 1, and that's what matters.
I can't. I don't know what to do with my arms. We made it. Now we had to spin, like we said, on the first stage. Second stage had a flat tire for 5 miles and tore the power steering out. I'm gonna stop trying to drive out on flats. I only had 5 miles, I thought it was sandy enough, but just ripped the whole front. did a 12.5 mile stage. Whatever workout I've been doing, all I need to do is turn the power steering off and just go for it, because I can't. I don't know what to do with my arms. The car's going great.
Man cry?
Yeah. I didn't cry. It was sweat.
Oh, it's sweat.
Yeah.
Awesome. Connor was leading the rally up until stage 8 or 9, caught a flat, lost about 53 seconds, which puts Brandon Semenuk back into first place by about 30 seconds. I don't know, I'm not good at math. A little damage on the front there. Seeing some foliage on the front right, maybe a little bit of cut.
It was fun. Stages are good.
Cool.
Just maybe struggling with the setup a bit.
Okay.
I feel like I'm driving good. Happy with my stages, but just I just don't feel like I'm getting the performance out of the car. We're just kind of dragging speed in a lot of places. So maybe a bit unsure of what's happening, but it's all good.
Quite an exciting day we've had. Hot, dusty, it's finally cooled off, the wind's picked up, the mosquitoes have been blown away, but the talk of the day is Connor Martell in the RC2, the Rally 2 Skoda here, leading the rally, going into the day, and then throughout the first few stages carrying that lead, beating Brandon by up to 8 seconds on some of the stages. Great to see, until he encountered that flat tire. Let's hear from Connor to find out how the day went.
Yeah, about halfway through the stage, we came through a really rough section. I actually at first thought we had a right rear puncture. It was a slow puncture. It took probably a mile for it to fully go flat, and then it was basically just trying to keep it on the road. I was trying not to lose a lot of time, but I also didn't want it to delaminate and ruin half the car. So
you've kind of proved a point here this weekend. Tell us about that.
Yeah, 2C competition gave me an awesome car. We did a lot in testing. Every time I get in the car, I'm learning more and more. Paul, my engineer, has also helped me a lot with my driving and feedback, and so everything's come together. So thank you to everybody who's helping me and supporting me. I'm glad we finally were able to prove a point. And yeah, I mean, it's all day tomorrow, so we've got some work to do.
To quote the great Jay-Z, I think I got my swagger back.
Okay.
I felt that last stage was right on the money. I remembered how to drive this car. Early throttle, just lots of commitment into corners, really attacking it with this new diff and tranny. So overall, this is a dream come true to be leading. And if it happens tomorrow, I'm not saying it will, but if it does, it's gonna be hysterical. I'm gonna be crying on my way out.
Yeah, we ran out of ice in the cool shirt system, so tarps off and trying to cool down a little bit. Griffin told me that we're doing all right. We're 0.1 seconds off of overall regional and leading two-wheel drive overall.
Throughout all those miles throughout the day, to come out with less than a second apart between you and Levi, how's that feel?
It's actually quite fun. Nice competition, so we'll see you tomorrow, yeah.
Day 2 of Ojibwe Forest Rally is coming to an end. Brandon's talking about having a couple little setup issues with the car, not getting the performance out of it. Limited 4-wheel drive, Travis Pastrana is still leading, not without a couple of hiccups though. Open 2-wheel drive changed up quite a bit. Sean Donnelly had a little bit of an off at the end of the day, unfortunately handing that lead back to Seamus Burke. Also, Rich O'Healy had some sort of leak and they did not leave the service area out for the second loop. So Seamus is kind of in no man's land. Limited 2-wheel drive, Henry Tabor currently leading his dad, Mark Tabor, but we did have a chance to catch up with Henry at the end of the day. He's really looking forward to potentially locking up limited 2-wheel drive tomorrow. The regional battle has been quite interesting all day. Aiden Hicks is currently leading by less than a second to Levi Johnson. Quite the battle. They're trading times all the way to the last stage, just 1 second apart after all that rallying. And Richard and Greg Donovan not that far behind. I think they're all within 30 seconds of each other, so we're going to keep a sharp eye on the regional battle tomorrow. Going into day 3 here at Ojibwe Forest Rally, Connor was leading the rally all day yesterday until about stage 8. I'm throwing my gloves back on. It is cold out here today. The rain is coming down here. Dust really wasn't much of a concern this morning anyways, but it's definitely not a concern now.
Tricky stage to start the day, super busy. I think our notes are a little bit too complicated in there, to be honest, so it didn't feel great. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but just wasn't carrying the speed and didn't get into a rhythm at all. So
Travis, a little easier with power steering?
Yeah, much better with power steering. That was a super fun stage. We got might have a little bit of issues, but we're good. We're gonna go to the next stage and check it out.
Cool, we'll give you time. Cool. So I'm wondering if this headlight issue is from last night or this morning. Guessing by the duct tape, this was last night. So
We cut a corner yesterday and
punctured a tire, and then in the straight felt like it was kind of all right, and coming into the next turn it was a right, and we lost control of the car and ended up getting pulled into a ditch, hit a tree. Team worked tirelessly overnight and got it all back together, and we'll see you on the podium.
It's a little damp, but it didn't really do much. Really loose feeling, and yeah, just matted down a little bit.
Make much changes last night to the setup or anything?
Small things, but we'll see if it works.
Cool. As we get up to the finish here, we're going to try to find Levi Johnson, who was putting time down on Aiden Hicks going into the stage. We heard at the split he was up by 10 seconds. Levi, obviously we're still on the stage here. Got the triangles out. What's going on?
Came too hot around it. I don't know if it was a missed note or I didn't hear it right or whatever. Came too hot, too much speed, stubbed it in, down to the gully a little bit more. Car seems fine, but we're kind of hung up on it. So hopefully another competitor will give us a pull. We can keep going on it. Otherwise, that might be the end for us, unfortunately.
So the regional battle's kind of turned upside down, but we're here on stage. I'm gonna have to trench through the poison ivy to get out safely. Back in the game! That's what it's all about! Another competitor pulling him out. Finish line's not even 100 yards up there. That may be 100 feet. I gotta trench through these woods and get out of here safely. Again, if you see this, we're media vested. We're safely off the road. Do not do this at home.
50, middle over jump, maybe 80, keep slide right over big crash, 80, left 5 minus half over big crash, 5 minus half over big crash, opens over second big crash, 100, oh. You okay? Get out as soon as possible, your side. Yep.
Connor, we're standing here on stage 12. What's going on?
Yeah, we had a bit of an off. It's a super long, fast section, really fun part of the road. It's just like getting air all the way through for, I don't know, 300 meters or something like that. And we came in and it's like a left 5 minus, and we didn't have tightens over brow, and it tightened to like a 4 plus, and we just went wide, collected these trees. You can see somehow we hit the bark up there. And we went over, not really sure. As soon as we went in, we kind of closed our eyes, but somehow pirouetted, and then it landed on its side here. We just rolled it back over on its wheels, but not ideal.
I mean, looking at the stage time for the first stage of the day, though, looks like you beat Brandon by 4 seconds, and you still felt like there was more in the car?
Yeah, no, it was an honestly terrible stage for me. We were 2 seconds a kilometer faster than last year, and so our notes just were not jiving correctly. And then coming to this one, very technical beginning, and then the rest of the stage is fast. So we pushed at the beginning, and I think we were up 4.5 seconds in the beginning before we went off, but that's how it goes.
Yeah. We were looking forward to this battle all day, and seeing that you'd taken some time out of them already on the first stage and how you were feeling about it, but you've proved a point. Tell us about that.
To come here and do well basically right off the get-go and battle back and forth with Brandon is huge for me and my confidence, and I don't think this really hurts my confidence much because it was a pace note that was wrong, not really a driving error. So I think Tennessee's super tight and technical, and we should be able to give them another battle there.
Going fast. Oh my gosh, how you doing? How's it out there?
Oh, it's great. A little hard to see. Yeah. I really had to trust the notes on that stage, but yeah, no, it was a really cool stage. The jumps were awesome, although I didn't know they were there. Well, they say that when you turn 25, your prefrontal cortex is starting to develop, and I just turned 25, so I'm trying to protect it right here. Plan of attack for the rest of the day is probably do the same thing, you know? Try to keep making good decisions, protecting that big brain of mine.
Andy, you're pulling in. The times are looking pretty good. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm just surprised you guys talk to the slow guys, not just the fast guys.
I think you've converted to one of the fast guys, though, now.
Man, that's the best compliment I've had all weekend.
Yeah? I think you've taken about 40 seconds out of Scott in the past 2 or 3 stages, and you were about a second behind him there. So it sounds like a close battle for second.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Cool. Scott, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite stages in the entire championship. Car's been spot on today. I'm glad Alex is okay. It's wild for Ree when we pass, like, you know, any car off is always tough, but to pass her husband off the side who just had a broken back earlier this year, she kept it together, and we've been really spot on today. So car's awesome, notes are good, roads are fun. It couldn't get bad. It's nice, a little cooler than yesterday. That's great.
Brandon, we're hearing all sorts of rumors that you're dealing with stuff. Is that true?
No, car's all good. Just the last loop on this stage, we lost power steering and then had a fire. So
there was a fire?
Yeah, we put it out and just basically road moded the stage after. No power steering, and then the boys got it fixed. So all good now.
Patrick, we missed you this morning. What happened?
We had an electrical issue, so it just sort of took us out of the fight. Now we're just sort of running this last leg just to have fun and probably going to go home.
Are you going to work on anything specific since you're in non-competition?
Just trying to get some more confidence back in the car. I keep losing it every time I get in, so doing my best.
I'm feeling a little sick.
Okay.
I think I may have ate something bad at service, so I'm trying to just power my way through. But
okay.
We got a good lead. I'm pushing as hard as I can, but my God, I'm spent.
Really good stages, but they're tricky. You need to be on top of the game. There's a lot of boys crashed out, and that's why they're really tricky stages. But we're just doing our own thing, really, just trying to get through, trying to keep the lead in the two-wheel drive. So that's our plan.
So what happened yesterday? We heard a leak of some sort.
Yeah, so we stopped for fuel, and then the fuel didn't totally stay in the car, so we had to park it. But the boys got us patched up overnight, so now we're good. Car doesn't smell like fuel at all, which I love for us. So yeah, back in the game.
I mean, I think you're close still to podium contention.
So there's 3 people in National O2.
Okay.
So yes, but not really the way we want to do it. But our pace is very promising compared to Seamus.
Henry, how you feeling right now?
I can't believe it, dude. This has been a dream of mine since I was born. Watching Dad race, all my life, being around the car and in the service park. I never thought it would happen, but my dream is it's been to be like him. Yeah, dreams come true.
Well, I mean, it's good to finish, and we tried to push Henry on the power stage, but we went in a limp node about 2 miles from the finish and probably lost about 25 seconds. Turns out he slid wide, lost about 10 seconds. So we're both on the podium, first and second. And, at the end of the day, that was what mattered. And I should say I do love, sharing this with both my kids. So, and I think if everything works out, it'll be an interesting top 10 with a few tapers in there. But we'll see what happens when Malin gets done.
I think I'm going to say it officially, the 4-time national champions, Keaton Williams, Brandon Semenuk, taking home the win and the 4th championship. It's going to be quite interesting here to see what they're feeling about it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, box checks, so it's a nice feeling, but yeah, can't complain. It's always a good event, so happy to wrap it up here and then just look at the rest of the year, just have some fun. Big thanks to the team, obviously the technicians, especially. They work so hard, and even like the mishaps today, the boys are so dialed, and so just huge appreciation for them and the engineers and everyone else that allows us to come and have some fun.
Here at Ojibwe, we won the championship. Brilliant. Early, bit of a sloppy rally from us, to be honest, with just having setup difficulties and a bit of an issue today, which we had to put out, literally. But yeah, literally over the moon. It's been a good year, even though it's only round 6, just to get it all tied in early. Another win for Subaru, which we're pretty happy about. And also for the team, the techs, they've been working so hard all year. We've had a few up and downs on a few different rallies, and the boys have had to work really hard in service to get the car back out. So yeah, overall 4 wins from 4 for me and Brandon since we've been working together. So yeah, we're doing something right.
Are you surprised to see me?
We are a little surprised. We heard, it had to be fun there, but what we really want to know is the stage time from the power stage.
I think we were 3 seconds off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's a great pace.
Yeah, no, it was good. We were off like a bit. I was braking pretty early at the beginning, but that's also like the stage I said our notes were just crazy. So definitely not the best stage to go in after going off at 75 miles an hour. But our last split on that stage was the same time as Brandon. He's obviously not pushing anyway, but a good feeling to at least have that. And we just did like 3 loops around the thing back there, so that was fun.
Nice.
Even though we went off, the confidence is still high. I mean, everyone goes off in rally, especially when you're fully committed to your notes, and I made a wrong call in recce, and that's the only reason we went off. So we're gonna go to Tennessee and hopefully kick some butt there and just keep climbing the ladder.
It was a long rally, but awesome roads. Good to see the fans come out, and the rain cleared up just in time for us to take off, so sweet.
Still put on a little show for the fans out there? Get some sideways?
Oh, we were pretty sideways, yeah. I was worried we were going to spin it around backwards.
But you know, you kind of worked for this one, a couple little things, but I feel like you made some good progress to the car.
You know, kind of like the older car that we had, after years and years, you find all the weak points. So that's the goal before, you know, we basically go production with this, and hopefully, you know, we can get, like I said, that price point down as far as we can, the reliability up as far as we can, and I really think this is going to be a great class for the future to have a US built car, and we're still, you know, it's a work in progress, but learning and making progress every time.
It was a blast out there. It was a good rally. We had fun. Our notes were good. And thank you for the volunteers.
Is this your first regional win?
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, yeah.
Guys, the sun is back out. It was just pouring rain for the entire Super Special. I'm completely soaked. It's been quite a weekend. We've had rain, we've had dust, we've had fires, we've had rolls, we've had cars on their sides. Tons of flats, tons of big rocks. Amazing to see Brandon and Keaton locking in their 4th championship in a row here at Ojibwe Forest Rally. Round 6 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. Next up, Over Mountain Rally in Tennessee. We will see you there for round 7.
Max 4 left plus 80, gear maybe, right over flat horizon and 5 left long line, 5 right minus over crest hold, and max 5 left plus clip over crest, 75 braking, very late 3 right plus, neat clip into 6 left long, 70 left over slow crest and neat 4 right, tight and bad, clip